Angel baby, all the sick and twisted, I've been waiting for you. Their reward, their love, oh, yeah. I just wanna live in this moment forever. Still, I'm afraid that living couldn't get any better. Starting giving up of the world forever. Together. Oh, my angel, angel, baby angel. Shout out, Miss Mimai. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Mhm. Angel, baby. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Ah, okay. Thank you. Ko lubos maisip ikon isa ka lamang panaginip anghel sa aking mga mata. Ooh, napakaganda pagkakataon di palalampasin. Miguel love shout out Pinoy Master and Jonah B. Thank you so much. Aking twin, mamahalin kita hanggang sa aking makakaya, di ka iiwan. Aba, kumakanta na din. Oo, minsan. Alagaan ka, di ka na muling luluha. Andito lang ako hanggang kunawang tong aking mundo. Eh. Okay, thank you so much, BG. Thank you so much sa pa-BG at Team Pima. Isip ko, bawat sandali, mala prinsesa mong mukha. I can't give you now. Ooh, John ka na. I saw you shooting stars and thought of you. Sang a lullaby by the waterside and knew if you were here, I sing to you. You're on the other side as the skyline splits into. I'm miles away from seeing you. I can see the stars from America. Wondering do the same too. So look in your eyes and see the way all the lights will lead into the night with me. I don't know these scars will bleed, but both of our hearts believe of all these stars will guide us home. Mega love shout out Ligaya CG. Thank you so much for coming. On the radio's beat, chasing cars, and I thought of us. Back in the time, you were lying next to me. I looked across and fell in love. So one looking hand, back lamping street and you have everything linked back to you. Hello, Gilson. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mauritis Cadiz. Thank you for coming. So open your eyes and see the way our horizons meet, and all of the lights will lead into night with me. And I know these cars will bleed, but both of our hearts believe all that this star will guide us home alone. I know. Oh, I love this song. Thank you, Patamsar, for coming. Thanks so much. Online ako ngayon kasi walang internet sa bahay sa Pilipinas. Ah, this is one of my favorite of Ed Sheeran. Game over na. Figure one girl. Know that it's true. I'm feeling younger. Every time that I'm alone with you. We were sitting in a park, stealing kisses in the front yard. We've had questions we shouldn't ask. How would you feel if I told you I love you? It's just something that I want to do. I'll be taking my time, spending my life, falling deeper in love with you. So tell me that you love me too. Ay, sana all on the Ligaya host. Thank you so much, Maritis Kiadis. In the summer, the lilac blue. I am very enough. Woo! It's one of my favorites. Wow. Loving can hurt. Oh, jeez. Loving can hurt sometimes. And it's the only thing that I know. Thank you so much, Miss Jonabit. When it get hard, you know it get hard sometimes. Kumusta, kumusta? the thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this loving in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your wrapped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Shit! Kumusta, Miss Jonabeth? Nag-ano lang ako, nag-live kasi walang internet sa bahay sa Pilipinas. Nagkaka-trouble sila, nagkaka-trouble. At nag-iisa lang ako, Daytaw. Hindi ako marunong kumanta. Ano lang 'yan, kumbaga tawag nito walang mga magawa sa buhay. Hindi kasi soy ng buhay, 'di ba? Ang buhay ng tao. Yeah, kasi gabi na diyan sa inyo, 'di ba? Gabi na, alas 6 na sa inyo, alas 6:30, 6:31 I think, if I didn't mistake. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your wrapped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. I cannot be seen. Ooh. Dito sa amin mas may may sinag, may araw sa amin, may araw, pero ang lamig, grabe guys, ang lamig. It's 6 degree and then in the morning it was -2 degree. At ang super lamig. I'm still gusto kong I have to get my my sweater kasi ano siya, malamig. Malamig dito sa amin. Yes, nakapag-online ako ngayon, nakapag-live ako kasi matagal-tagal na rin ako hindi nakakapag-live. Kasi lately, I go to working time, so ang hirap. And mahirap talaga dito sa amin kasi, it's not mahirap kasi syempre, I know sa Pilipinas sobrang init sa inyo dyan guys. I know it. I think it's 34 degree. And dito sa amin sobrang lang, yung weather lang. Like now, they have a sun and may araw siya, which is good kasi yung araw talaga is very important. It is also, kumbaga, nararamdaman din natin. I know in the Philippines, I don't know in the Philippines kung nararamdaman ninyo, but sa amin kasi dito, since I live here, you know, kung nagbabago yung weather, nagbabago din yung kumbaga yung ating katawan, yung ating emotion also. So, yung asawa ko gusto niya yung ganitong weather na may sinag ng araw, may araw, tapos sabi ko sa kanya, ba't malamig? It's kasi -2 in the morning. And it was like, ayoko talaga kasi wala akong choice, so I have to drop my son at school. Yung anak ko nagbisikleta siya, tapos ako I have to with kailangan kong, kailangan ko rin lumabas kasi it also helps to my health, and hindi kasi maganda na mag-stay sa loob ng bahay if you have a mental problem. I mean, if you have anxiety and panic disorder. So, yung asawa ko, he likes this kind of weather kasi sabi niya sa akin, mas maganda yung weather na ganito kasi may sinag ng araw. Kaso lang malamig talaga. Yun ang pinaka ayaw ko talaga. And we were also curious this coming summer. Kasi last summer talaga, as in the heat, 36 degree dito sa amin. And ayoko talaga na, yung as in talaga mainit, yung init dito kasi, kung sa Pilipinas, yung init natin dyan is, yung mayroong moist. Kasi, nagbakasyon ako sa Pilipinas 2019. That's the first vacation I have since 6 years. And then, as in talaga nagbakasyon ako, and yung parang paghihinga ko is yung parang may dito, nakasagabal. So, kasi sa humidity, ang taas ng humidity sa Pilipinas, dito sa amin, which is kung mainit, as in, masakit sa balat, as in talaga masakit sa balat. And then, yung init talaga na hindi mo ma-explain init dito. But yung maganda dito is paggabi nagdra-drop down yung temperature. Like for example, nagdra-drop down siya ng 10 degree. So parang nagko-cooling down. Pero may mga time din na pag straight ng 34 degree above, straight yan for whole week. Grabe, mala impyerno day. Mala impyerno, grabe, ayoko. Sabi ko sa sir, so it's nice to hide in the forest. Pag pumupunta kami ng forest, pag nagwo-walking kami, I always like, it's nice to stay here. Kasi yung lilim talaga niya, yung lilim, yung mga dahon, tapos dumadampi sa balat ninyo. As in talaga, that is more healthy talaga siya. Banana guys. Banana chips. So, so sabi ko sa sarili ko, kung hindi lang sana ko, hindi ako lalabas. Well, lumalabas na lang ako kasi I don't have choice, I don't have choice. Tapos, mas maganda din yan to refresh. Refresh yung utak. And, sana nagkaroon na sila ng internet sa Pilipinas kasi nawawala yung internet nila. And then this coming May, magbabakasyon kami. Pupunta kami sa isang para siyang campsite. Border siya between Belgium and France. Pumunta na kami doon last year. Hi Daily. Thank you so much for coming. So, maganda talaga. Yung weather lang kasi talaga dito yung kumbaga nakaka-stress. But I cannot do anything about it, so I have to accept it. Kasi kumbaga sa pagkain, kung ayaw mo sa pagkain, you have to find another food. But kung sa weather talaga, wala ka talagang choice kundi yakapin mo yan. So, I'm very happy. I'm very thankful that I'm home today. How are you today? I'm fine. Thank you so much. How are you? How are you today? How are you? How's your mental? I mean, your emotions. So yun, it is really quite nice to live here, but if it's cold and kung galing ka talaga sa warm country, that is very difficult to adapt. Ah, okay. That's good. Ah, that's okay. Thank you so much sa tamsak. Ay, what time? What time now? At your place? Here is almost it's 12:40. It's changed now the time here because before it was winter time and now it's summertime, so it's 12:40. Almost 8 a.m. Ah, really? Almost 8 a.m. So it's early. It's early at your place now. So wow. That's really strange. In the other country, there's it's very strange. Uh, how can you call it? Like part of different part of the world. It is really so amazing. Yeah, that is really nice. So 6 a.m. That's very good. Well, this um a lot of people now they just like yes, that's true. I agree with that, daily. I agree with that because when I go to vacation to the Philippines and half part of the world, it was really evening and then it's daylight and it is really so amazed. If you are Miguel, shout out Miss Arville. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, that's really awesome. I love it. And which country are you from? Daily? Daily. 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 Ah. So now, a lot of people they some of a lot of people here they're just like also suffering mental and US. Hello, Miss Chrissy J. Thank you so much. Um, my family, my uncle, they live in US, in California, and yeah, all of them they live there in US. Yeah, and I mean some of them they live in Texas, I think, and yeah. Oh, so that's nice, US. Oh, yes. Oh, that's nice. US of A. No, some of my family they live in US. And I think I'm the only one they live here in Europe. And sometimes like I don't have because it's very very expensive to go to the Philippines, so I have to save money for it. And especially now the cost of living it is really really expensive. Since the pandemic hit, it is really so expensive. And a lot of people also get depressed because yeah, because of the of of expenses that the raising up and electricity and you know yes, that's really true. Traveling is cost, especially like if you have a child also, you know because child is also your child, the cost of child is also the same as big people. And my son is 7 years old and it's really quite expensive for us because what my plane ticket cost is also same cost of my son, so it's very yeah. And then the situation now, it is very 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 you have to be think of your mind when you entering some family, like having children, it's also cost a lot. And yeah, plus the expenses like electricity bill, like eating, and then water bill, internet, and then plus in the Philippines But I'm very thankful that my family they understand my situation, because yeah, I'm very open to my family that what is my life here in Belgium. And you know if you explain to your parents, if you explain to your family at the Philippines, I think they can understand it. I think it depends also how open-minded your family also and accept what you have. What can you give it to them? Can you give like money? Like not all of money you can give it to them, huh? Because you have also life. So but a lot of people also they suffering that, especially like some of the OFW that's they really had a big problem to them. Because one of my friend, and now she's living now she's a OFW worker, and she had a problem with her live-in partner. And yeah, he's my neighbor. And I mean, I'm pity with him because their wife is already another country, that they're working. And then they're getting some money in salary. And that is a kind of mental from other Filipino people. When once if you go abroad, all your dreams when you are still in the Philippines, your dream for your family, it's really big dreams. And then once if you're ready in abroad, it changed a lot, that it's like, because I'm earning money now. And then it's just like you are, I hate those people like that. And it's such a pity because their children is very smart. And then I told my mom, and then I says, yeah, why people is always like that? I hate those people that they think that they're the king of the world or something. So that's why they have a lot of overseas people. When they came back to the Philippines, they didn't have money. None. Null. So it's because, yeah, some other family is also spending money, spending left and right. And yeah, when I give money to my parents, this is honestly, when I give some money to my parents, I always tell to them that I always said, please budget the money. But I understand that it's very expensive now because I also live in the Philippines before. And when my husband gives some money to me every month, and then I also feel guilty when it's halfway of the month, and then the money was halfway also. And then I told him it is, I try my best to budget it, but it's very expensive. And my husband, they understand it also because he also been in the Philippines, so he knows our life in the Philippines. There's no like like free living. Everything is cost. So, and yeah, and it's difficult also to spend money that it's not came from you. So that's why when I came here, I really immediately find a job. But the problem in the situation here in Belgium is the language is not English. That is the problem. That is the big problem for me because I have to everything. I have to integrate myself everything from the beginning, from zero to, yeah. That's very difficult. So I have to study Netherlands. I have to follow this kind of orientation. How's the living here? How's the law? Um, and in the Philippines, you work like as a maid. You don't have agency. But here you have to go to find first agency, and you have to bring your like kind of form, like an application form. You have to, and then they will find some family for you. So it was very difficult. But if you didn't speak and understand Netherlands, you just like totally nothing. And this is what I always observe people in the Philippines, because in the Philippines, when you speak English, and they always said, "Oh my God, your English is wrong grammar," and they always correct. They always find something that your vocabulary or your grammar is not good. But with me here in Belgium, I am very very confident with it. I'm very confident to speak English. I don't care. I don't care what people they gonna think of it. If they can, If you understand my English, okay, that's very possible. That's I am very thankful for that. And well, I didn't have diploma. I didn't graduate college because I don't have money. My parents don't have money. I only finished the first semester, first semester, and my course is education. Probably if I graduate, I'm a future teacher, maybe. But I'm very thankful that that I didn't graduate. It's because the diploma, what's the use of diploma? Only in the Philippines, yes, you can find a job. But if you go in another country like Belgium, example, and they have different language, and then if you study the language and you already know how to speak their language, you understand, even though not fluently to speak, but at least you understand the diploma from the Philippines and then the diploma here, they will combine it, or they will check it. And our diploma, I can say, is not so really not good. Even though if you have bachelor in the Philippines, it's still not enough. You have to study again, and then except if you have experience to already become a teacher. Because at my work, she's from Turkey, and she's a teacher there in Turkey. And you know what here? What she have? How many language do you know? Um, I speak English, Dutch, a little bit France, but it's not so fluently. But Netherlands, I speak Dutch. That is the language here. That's the first language here. So we have to speak that. We have to, as a foreigner, we have to do that. We have to follow the rules. And yeah, one of our student, she's older than me 2 years, and in Turkey she's a teacher, and here she just like only, how can you call it, like she have to study first the Netherlands, and then because she wants to become a teacher here, she have to experience first the it's kind of they call that in Netherlands opening, and it is very difficult. It is, especially if you don't, if you're not good in English, if you're not good in Netherlands, that is so difficult. And me, it is really difficult. It is really difficult. And even also French, French people, uh, they have to speak also bilingual, two language, Dutch and France. So if you live in Brussels, you speak France there. But if you live in Vlaams, in Vlaanderen, you have to speak Dutch. So, but with me, I speak two language, Netherlands and English. If it's difficult for me to explain in English, in Netherlands, I always speak it to English, because sometimes the Dutch, it is very difficult to give emotion, to deliver emotion. I like now that I'm talking here in front of the camera, and I feel more confident, and I'm very, I it is came from my heart or something like that. But if I speak Netherlands, it's something like I doubt it. So I always try my best, but they love it. They always been proud of me, that they always says, at least you try your best. Yes, I try my best, to explain it. And if it's difficult for me, I speak it to English. So, and built in, does your headphone have a mic? Yes, they have. This is a game. How can you call it? Like a game headphone. I'm a gamer. Joke. I'm not a gamer. It's a gamer. Because normally I have to call my mom. I have to call my mom today, because if I don't have work, I always call my mom. But there didn't have internet out there now. They're still catching internet. Yes, they still catching internet. So this is what I always, because I YouTube I just use it as a ah okay. I think we bought this. I think in Amazon. I don't know. Yes, I think the because normally I have another one this, but I destroy it. It always fall down. But this one is it's really intact to my head. So um, it is really easy. But the other one, it is too big, and that's why when I always doing my head like this, they fall off, and it's always drop down. And my husband, he always says, "That's mine. Why you destroy it?" I says, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean it." So he bought something like it's fit to my head. It's really difficult sometimes. I'm surprised my headphone works after how many times I dropped them. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's this it's my headset, the headset of my husband. I just really drop it. And normally that's from him, and but I drop it, so he bought something for me. He bought himself, and then I says, "Can I borrow your headset?" And he said to me, "No, I don't want to." And then I said to him, "Can you buy something for me?" So that's why he buys something that it's fit to my head, because now it's really intact to my head. Now because I'm doing this the live streaming sometimes, but not all the time. And I always like explaining about about having anxiety and panic disorder, because I have that anxiety and panic disorder. And some other people, they're just like really shy of it to express. I understand that, because I was also the same as that before. And yeah, not only for anxiety and panic disorder, I've been also in a depression before. 7 years ago, my son is 7 years old now, so it was 7 years ago. And yes, after I give birth to my son, and yeah, it's because I don't have family here. I mean, I have family, my husband, but I mean the blood, same blood like my mom. I don't have family here, so it's difficult, and difficult to raise child also in such different culture, because I'm a Filipina and here is European, so it's very difficult, to really to adapt everything. So yeah, and I don't have family, so it was chaotic, but yeah, I survived. And I thought I didn't gonna survive, because it was to the point that I have this kind of um, suicide thoughts. So but my husband was very scared. So I'm not ashamed with that I do that I go psychiatrist. I'm not ashamed with that. And I'm very thankful that I found out this YouTube, because I already have a YouTube long time ago, but I didn't use it. I'm not so active with that. I only private video that I have. And I only watch YouTube videos, something like that, but to share everything. But since I meet this before, her name is Demonietang Anghel, but now she is Barbie Moon, but she's not now anymore in YouTube. But she said to me, "Joanne, you have to try yourself. You have to explore yourself." So I explore myself, and I said to myself, "Okay, I'm gonna share what I've experienced here in Belgium, because some other people when in their country." They just pretend that their life in other country is luxury. But the truth is not luxury, the life, if you are in the other country. You can pretend that, but I never been pretending, behind or in front of the camera. I always being true to myself, because being true to yourself, I think that's for me, that's the most important for myself, that I'm not hiding on it. I'm not hiding. It's because I am far away with my parents. I'm gonna say, "Oh, my life in Belgium, it is like that. When I go out, I always going party. I have a very, very nice, expensive car." But the truth, you didn't have that. So So I use this as my platform to, to help, to give motivation other people. I don't give any advice because I'm not, I'm so, that's good being honest with you. Yes, that's true. That's true. Because some people, mostly people, they're not honest to themselves, right? And because me and my husband, he had also same as mine, because he have an ale that is from their family, like their history. Their family, they have a kind of history like panic disorder, like mental disorder, something like that. And with me, I get it. It's because my anxiety attack, it was 2011. I get my first anxiety attack, and then my panic attack, this started after I give birth. And then I didn't know that my panic, it's already going to depression, and then to the point I get, I have a suicide thoughts. And then the panic attack, it is really trigger me every time when they happen, so it's really quite annoying, and every time I apply work, I never open up, but I don't like that because I feel guilty to myself. I always said to myself, because if you're being honest, and then you try to hide it with some other people, it is really so, I feel guilty to myself. So I let it out with that. I tell them, and then I said to them, I have a panic disorder, and then I have this consultation every month, and I am not ashamed with that, because some other people, when they know, they find out that you're going to psychiatrist, they think that you are crazy, But for me, it is not, because it's not. It doesn't mean that you're going to psychiatrist, you're crazy. No, you go to psychiatrist because you need help. You need help. You just like not pretending that, oh, I'm okay. But me, if I am not okay, oh my God, I always tell it that I am not okay. I cannot pretend that. I cannot pretend my feelings, because you just like faking yourself. But that, yeah, being true and honest. It is really so nice feelings for me, and I love it. I love it being honest, and I don't feel like guilty with it. And I'm very proud. I'm very proud. And all people, I always tell to them. I always share to them. Hi, Miss Dahlia. Thank you so much for coming. And also my husband. Before, he was not so very open minded about his mental disorder. And then I always told them, you have to tell to them. And if they didn't understand you, that's not your problem though. That's their problem. At least you open it. At least you are true to yourself. Because some other people, they can pretend that, that they're happy, but the truth, they're not happy. So yes, I hate this kind of, and also at my work, they have this kind of woman. She came from Russia, and she have a relationship with a Korean, and then she had a kind of trauma, and then she's going now two different kind of psychiatrists, and it's because of the impact that they happened to her, and she opened up about her problem, and then I never give any advice to her. But I just like hold her hands, I just hold her hands. And when she start crying, I hug her. Really. I hug her a lot. And then she said to me, thank you so much, Joanne. And your hug is more than enough. And I know, because that's what I also feel before, I need someone that they will hug me. My husband, he hugged me, he never say those words, but when he hugged me, all the, all the pain, all the, something inside of you, it fade away, one hug. So it's just like that's what I give to Suri. That's the woman from Russia. And then I give hug to her, and she was, every time when she came, I always ask her, how are you, how's your day, how's the court, because she's going to court battling the custody of his son, because the man, they want to had a custody, but she doesn't want it to, that the man, they gonna had a custody, because the man is crazy, she said that. So I told her, yes, if that's really good for your child, for the sake of your child, you know. So I told her, you know what, Suri, I'm always here, you know. You can message me in Instagram, you can message me, you can bother me every time. So why not go for it? So and now she's my friend in Instagram, and she always messaging me. And every day I always message her, how are you? So I never, you know, I never give any kind of how can you call it, like advice. But being there for that, to that person, is more than enough than advice, you know. And you have to hold their hands and hug them. That's what I love hugging. I love hugging. So this I asked her, once. I said, can I invite you to come to my YouTube? I'm gonna interview you. And then she said, I'm not yet ready. I says, it's okay. I will wait until you become ready, because her life. Her is a very, very. A lot of people, they gonna really admire it. Sorry, that's my that's my how can you call it, our look at that, our machine. That's our machine, though. It's always like that. It's a little bit. They have a lot of product from the fish, because my husband, they're always feeding the fish, and he bought that fish tank. Yeah, the aquarium. I mean, fish tank. The aquarium, because of when he came from home, he wants to relax. And if you're watching the, yes, that's aquarium. And if you're watching the aquarium, it's really your stress. It's really nice to, you know, to meditate. And that's really true. I agree with that. And because we don't have we have a cat. I'm a cat lover. My husband is a cat lover. Yes, it's really look nice, especially in the evening, you know, because the light is very like blue, and my husband always sitting down in his chair, and is always like watching for how many hours, and he loves it, and I also love it, but sometimes it hurt my eyes, so I cannot resist that. So he will, you know, he will watch it for how many long, but with me, no, I'm not. So yeah, that's the life, you know. That's the life in people in this world. So we are we are very simple people, simple couple, and yeah, we don't need so fancy thing, you know. We just like some like thing that they can make us happy, not only for physical, but also but mental and emotional. That's the most important, you know. Because what's the use of physical, but inside of you, you're not, you know. Hi, Miss Jonabeth. Thank you so much for staying. So yes, I'm very happy that I found this the YouTube. I really use this as a platform, you know. And one of my friend, I also she always messaging me in the messenger, and she have also same as what I had, and I always told her, and I told her, you have to search, you have to find some, you know, specialist like psychiatrist, because I cannot give you any advice, because what I have is what I experience is based on my own. So I cannot, you cannot attach what I experience to yourself, you know, because it's yourself and this is myself. So I always advise her to go to psychiatrist. And she always asking me if I take medication. I says, yes, I take medication, but that medication is only from my psychiatrist prescribed. So I cannot give you any prescribed with it, because that is very, you know. But the most how can you call it, helpful is you have to help yourself. It's not, doesn't mean that you have a pills, you will depend to the pills and you didn't do anything. No, you have also to help yourself. So with me, I'm not depending to the pills. I also support and motivate myself. So and then I can say this anxiety and panic disorder and depression that I had in my life, I can say it is it's a very very big lesson to me. And I see myself that um, being myself and being me, it is really, I can say, it's very nice. And they make me who I am. And I can see the world that this is the reality world, It is not like so in a fancy dream fairy tale land, It is not like that. It is no it's didn't exist that kind of world. If they have, why not, right? Everybody wants happy all the time, but they didn't have. So yeah, I love my YouTube channel. I love my channel to express my feelings, my emotion, and because some other people, they can say they're okay, but they're not okay. But sometimes you can just accept that. Sometimes it's okay not to be okay. So yeah, and even stranger people, I always asking them how they are, like people next to me in the bus or in the train. I always said, how's your day, how's life going, even if I didn't know it. Yes, it's okay not to be okay. That's true, Miss Abril. Yes, because life is like that. Life is really like that. We cannot change everything in our hands. We just have to stay, and yeah, just let it be and let it go and accept it. But some other people, it's really hurt. Acceptance is really, really hurt. It is really hurt, and it's difficult to apply, to apply in our daily life. That is really, I can say that, because when the time, my deepest um dark side of my life, like journey of my life, it is really, yeah. Yes, that's true, Miss Abril. So it is really so um, difficult. It is really difficult to put that acceptance in the time. So yeah, if you're growing, you're not only for your age, but also your experience, being, your existence in this world. That is really wow. So much so. But I'm very thankful that um, when I listen other people's story, I always combine mine. I always also combine it. When I listen, I always says, like my friend, she's from Kenya. She's my really friend here. And she been moved out in another place in Belgium. And I didn't know that his son was died 2 years ago because of how can you call it, epilepsy. And she texted me, and then she said, you're lucky because your son they going to school." And then I said to her, "You're also lucky because your son also going to school." And I was like really shocked, because I didn't know. And she said that his son was died 2 years ago, and I'm really shocked, totally shocked. And I said to myself, "Gosh, how why I complain myself, but other people, they're just more like, their problem is much more serious than mine." That's what I always that's what I love, listening other people's story, because I always put my story to them, and I always says, why did I always do that? Why did I always complain in that my problem is like nonsense than their problem? Their problem is much more serious than mine. So why I have to be happy then, at least? So something like that. So it was like really, and then I said to her, "I'm sorry because I didn't know. I didn't really know." And then I said to her, "If I know, gosh, if I hear it, and then she's in front of me, probably I'm gonna hug her so tight, because in my darkest life, in the time past, back 2015, she was there. She listening, she support me. And then I said to myself, I feel guilty because her moment, her dark moment, I was not there because I didn't know, and she moved out also. She moved to other places. So, and yeah, and then I said to her, I said maybe someday we will see again because I really miss her. She's a very very sweet. She's African, and I love her so much because she's a very like a commander in chief. Gosh, because one of our friend, she's from Ghana, I think. She's from Ghana, and she's also African. And her visa was going to expire. And she reapplied, but the government here, it didn't accept. She didn't give another permission to stay here. And she don't have to go back to Ghana. And then she doesn't want anymore because she was almost 3 years spending time here in Belgium. Then my friend Judy from Kenya, she said to me, I have cousin, he live in Germany. And if you don't want to go back to Ghana, you can go there and find some man that you can marry there. Of course, because this Pinilao, this from the woman from Ghana, she's very choosy, She's very picky, and she want to marry a Belgian, very like muscular, sexy. And then Judy said to her, "You know what, Pinilao? You don't choose. Don't choose who you gonna marry. Because look at yourself." They said that. Look at yourself. You're not beautiful like Joanne. I said, why? I said, why me? I said, no, Joanne. I'm just like, I'm just talking to her. I'm just like telling to her that she have to be contented what man they can be, married to her. Because, I don't know, say, my God, Penilao. Joanne is beautiful, but why she's not choosy? But you are not beautiful. You're very choosy. uh, but Judy is a very, very nice and very loving woman. Hey, yes, I miss her a lot. Yeah, but I'm not choosy. I'm not picky person. I have a lot of best friends. I never see any person. So I have, I think I have best friend from India. Yes, I have best friend from India. Yes, guys. It's 2 more minutes to go and I will be finished my life. Oh, such a nice day. And I'm also gonna call my parents, my mother. Hi. Such a and then later I'm gonna pick up my son. Oh, thank you so much. Magtatapos na ako, Ate Rems, Ate Pima. Kararating mo lang. Kararating mo lang. Thank you naman sa pagdating mo. No, matatapos na ako kasi I'm almost 1 hour. Kasi tatawag ako sa mama ko. Normally, tatawag ako sa mama ko. Nagwalwal. Nagulat ko may nagwalwal. Ako yun, nagwawalwal. Nagwawalwal. Hindi kasi, naghihintay ako sa mama ko. Kasi wala silang internet. So, yung sister-in-law ko nag-message na sa akin na may internet na sila. Dumating na yung internet nila. Galing ibang bansa ata yun eh. No, kasi minsan lang akong nakaka-Ate Rems. Kasi may busy sa trabaho, tapos busy sa bahay. And kung Wednesday naman, busy din ako sa hatid sundo sa anak ko. And, yeah. Busy yung life, Busy tayo. Walang forever. Oh, gosh. Oh, my. Thank you so much, Ate Rems. Thank you sa pagpasok mo. Thank you so much. No, it's okay. I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished. So thank you so much guys. Thank you. Thank you sa pagsuporta sa mga Team Waray. Thank you so much. Kay Delay, thank you so much. And enjoy your day. And Miss Jonabit, thank you so much. Miss Dahlia. Miss Abril, thank you so much. Hilson, thank you so much. Miss Mimay Donairi, thank you so much. I'm already 1 hour. And thank you, Ate Pima. Thank you, Ate Rems. Thank you for supporting me. And see you sa susunod na aking live. Thank you and God bless us. Bye-bye.